So in this video, we'll take a look at PayPal, how it's doing today and relative to the past and kind of what's going on with it a little bit recently. So I'll give you my take and insight. And of course, we're going to go to the charts and check out some of the other companies related to it as well. Now, if you're brand new here, I highly encourage you to check out tradersfly.com. There's a lot of great courses there, freebies and things to download. So if you're learning options trading or just looking to get a little bit of a jump start on your education, check things out there, and you can even book a free one-on-one 20-minute session where I'll teach you a couple of different things based on what you have questions on. All right, let's take a look at PayPal here today. I want to jump right into just overall what's going on with the market right now. PayPal's at 59.12. You got Square also down, Shopify down, Microsoft's one of the few that's up, and then Tesla as well, that's also down. And then when we look at just kind of a bigger board, you can see there's just a lot of struggle here in the market space. If we look at the 5-year chart on PayPal, this stock has went up quite a bit, near almost 300. I mean, hitting that 300 level a handful of times in 2021, and then we're kind of right down back in this level now. Granted, that was a time of a lot of push, a lot of things moving to the upside. But now we're kind of at this lower level. And I think you might be getting into a bottoming area, because if we start looking at things like a MasterCard, and we look at a 5-year, I mean, this trend has been doing quite well. If we look at Visa stock price as well, and you take a look at it, granted, they are quite a bit different, also did quite well. However, when we start looking at Square on that stock, or block, I guess you could say, this one's been troublesome. So these types of players are struggling a bit when it comes to making a dent in the market space. So as we look into the charts and we start looking at just PayPal right here, we've had some nice support around 92, almost $100 price level, and it's broke below that. Then we had some more right around 70, also broke below that. So when we start looking at some of these support levels, it's breaking and breaking and breaking. And one of the next key levels here is right around $45. So the problem here, what we've got is we've got a lot of volume that's bearish right there. The stock itself, it's trending lower, and that's not looking good. So we're waiting for kind of a reversal, and what you'll want to do is watch the volume to see when this volume can actually start to subside. What you're really waiting for is a little bit of a breather on the volume. In a similar fashion where you had this volume, a little bit of a pause, and then the stock reversed. So you're looking for the same thing, a breather or pause on the bearish or selling pressure where the stock can reverse if you're kind of on the bullish spectrum. So looking at what we've got here, there was the support level, support, and then we broke through, and then we tried to get above it and came down. So now we've got the 45 in this level, and if it gets down into that zone, that's quite a bit lower from here. It's another 23%. So in here, this stock is again just creating lower highs, and that's a big issue for the stock. So I don't know if it's a buying opportunity at the moment. I think you could pause and wait and see. Maybe you'll hit this $45 level. Right now it's in this no man's land zone, because we had a big up move here in 2017, and those moves can last for quite a while. I mean, you can see what happened during those push moves, and right now we've just been heading lower, so it hasn't been looking good for the stock. I wouldn't say it's a golden opportunity, but this is one of the reasons you don't put all your eggs into one basket, where, if you had a bunch of money here and then it went skyrocketing and now we're pulling back down, it's hopefully a good thing you are diversified and spreading things out, because this one has been struggling a bit. So in this case, I'd watch this 45 level, see if it comes back, and look at those levels. So if we go back to PayPal stock, one of the things that they've been doing in the PayPal zone is new CEOs, same with Square actually. So these, they've also been doing like coin related things. I find just the overall system itself is quite a bit older. I think Square has that area beat, And yeah, PayPal gets a new CEO next week. Why change is needed? So that was just 3 days ago, and we're here on September 21st today. So there's a lot of changes going on, and we'll see if things will make a shift. But even if you get a new CEO, remember it takes a bit of time for those things to evolve. Just because they're getting a new CEO, it's going to take them time to learn what's going on, what's happening, how to make changes in the company, and then to implement those changes. There's got to be collaboration. That could take a couple of quarters, maybe half a year even, just to see the results of those changes. So I don't think it's going to, from a stock perspective, yes, it could be exciting, but it doesn't mean it's going to start turning around. You're better off waiting for a push for a market higher where the stock is then maybe looking at it more positively rather than the company itself. So from a CEO perspective, when that gets changed, it doesn't mean that it's going to all of a sudden turn around, because just like a Titanic, it takes a while to make a big turn. So with a CEO, a big turn, a big shift in a big company like this, it takes some time. So don't expect magic to happen immediately. So usually you'll see like this basing pattern, similar to kind of this. This is a downward kind of pattern in a way, or downward channel to some degree. And when you see a little bit of a pause here sideways, then a turnaround, that's usually a better bet. But for the time being, I mean, when you're looking at things, I think you'll still see some struggle, because you've got massive selling pressure that was here, okay, and then you're still seeing it, lights of that in those zones. So that could be a little bit of a problem for the company. Anyway, hope that helps. Truly appreciate you sticking with me. Check out criticalcharts.com. Stay awesome. Continue to learn, evolve, and don't forget to grab some freebies on our website. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.